Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's English speaking practice conversation. I'm Ethan, and I'm really excited to talk about money, success, and real life habits with my friend Olivia today.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Olivia, and today Ethan and I are going to have a natural and long English conversation about money mindset, success habits, and how people actually build financial stability step by step in real life.
So, Olivia, let's start from something very real. What do you actually think when people say success? Because everyone seems to have a different definition nowadays in social media and real life situations.
Honestly, Ethan, I used to think success means having a lot of money, luxury lifestyle, expensive clothes, and being able to buy anything without checking the price. But now I feel that is not the full picture anymore.
That's interesting because I also had the same mindset before. But now I feel success is more about financial discipline, peace of mind, and being able to control your life instead of being controlled by money problems.
But the difficult part is actually applying it, because I try to save money, but then I see others spending freely, going out, buying things, and I start feeling like I am missing out on life experiences.
That feeling is very normal. But the truth is you are not missing out, you are just delaying gratification, which means you are choosing future stability over temporary enjoyment that disappears very quickly.
I understand that logically, but emotionally it still feels hard sometimes, especially when I want something and I have to tell myself no just to stay within my budget.
That is exactly where discipline is built. Every time you say no to unnecessary spending, you are actually building control over your future life and learning how to manage money instead of wasting it.
I also notice that my spending is mostly emotional, like I don't really plan it. I just see something interesting and immediately feel like I need to buy it at that moment.
That is impulse spending, and most people struggle with it. The best way to control it is to pause before buying and ask yourself if it is a need or just a temporary want.
I never used to think like that before. I always just bought things quickly and later realized I could have used that money for something more important or useful in the long term.
Awareness is the first step. Once you start noticing your habits, you slowly start controlling them, and that is how financial discipline actually begins in real life situations.
Sometimes I also feel like I'm not doing enough in life because I'm still dependent and not earning properly yet, and that creates a lot of pressure in my mind.
You don't need to rush it. Everyone has a different timeline, and success is not about age, it is about the habits you build consistently while you are learning and growing every day.
But I feel confused about what I should actually focus on, because everyone says learn this skill, learn that skill, and it becomes overwhelming to decide what is right.
The best approach is to start simple. Focus on communication, basic digital skills, problem solving, and anything that helps you become useful in real life or online opportunities.
So success is not just about studying or degrees, but also about learning practical skills that can actually help you earn money and become independent in the future.
Exactly, education gives knowledge, but skills give opportunities, and when you combine both, you increase your chances of building a stable and successful financial life.
I think my biggest problem is consistency. I start saving or planning, but after a few days I go back to my old habits and lose focus again.
That happens because motivation is temporary, but discipline is what keeps you going even when you don't feel like doing anything productive in that moment.
So basically, success is not about doing big things once, but doing small things consistently even when it feels boring or difficult.
Exactly, small actions like saving a little money, learning daily, and avoiding unnecessary spending may look small, but over time they create massive changes.
I also compare myself with others a lot, especially when I see people my age doing better financially or living a more comfortable lifestyle.
Comparison is one of the biggest traps, because you are only seeing their results, not their struggles, failures, and years of effort behind that success.
That actually makes sense. I think I need to focus more on my own progress instead of constantly looking at what others are doing in their lives.
Yes, even improving just 1% every day is enough, because over time those small improvements build a completely different version of yourself.
I feel like success is not something sudden. It is more like a long process of building better habits, better mindset, and better decisions every single day.
That's exactly the truth, and once you understand that, you stop rushing and start focusing on building a stable foundation for your future life.
I think from today, I want to start with small changes like tracking my spending, reducing unnecessary purchases, and being more mindful with my money.
That's a great start, because financial success always begins with awareness, and once you control small habits, bigger changes naturally follow over time.
Sometimes I also think about the fear of failure, like what if I try everything and still don't succeed in life financially?
Failure is part of the process, not the end of it. Every mistake teaches you something that success alone cannot teach you directly in real life.
That makes me feel a little better, because I always thought successful people never fail, but now I understand they just learn from failure faster.
Exactly, and the faster you learn from mistakes, the faster you grow, because experience is the real teacher in financial and personal development.
I also realized I waste a lot of time without planning my day, and then I wonder why I'm not achieving anything meaningful.
Time management is very important, because time is the one resource you can never get back, so how you use your day decides your future results.
I think I should start making small daily plans instead of just going with flow every day without any direction or structure.
That would help a lot. Even simple planning like 3 tasks a day can completely change your productivity and focus level over time.
After this conversation, I feel like I understand success in a much deeper way. It's not just about money, it's about mindset and habits.
Yes, and when mindset changes, actions change, and when actions change, results automatically start changing in your life slowly but surely.
I really hope I can stay consistent this time and not fall back into old habits after a few days of motivation.
Just focus on progress, not perfection. Even if you fail sometimes, what matters is that you keep coming back and improving step by step.
Thank you, Ethan. This conversation really helped me think differently about money, discipline, and long-term success in life.
You're welcome, Olivia. And thank you everyone for listening. Remember, success is built quietly through daily habits, patience, and consistency, not shortcuts or luck.